northbound coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a pig roast was the highlight for one community fundraising to help a special young man fight cancer.
Plus, barrel racers put on a show in Levant on Sunday. We'll take a look at some of the prizes they scored.
And a wildfire broke out near a riverbank in Orrington. We'll have the latest and much more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It is July 11th, I believe. It's a Monday morning, so we're back at it. There's only a tough thing going on this week. It's going to be heating up, like those summer temperatures, mid-80s.
We had a beautiful weekend. We're in for a beautiful week.
Yeah, a couple thunderstorms moving in and around, so let's get a first look at our forecast. We'll bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us now with the latest.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. With locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already, as we start things off this morning, a small craft advisory is in effect, lasting until about 8 p.m. on Tuesday, though. Gusty winds will be on the way, and that will cause some problems for us with higher surf as you watch our next system that will be moving in soon. But for now, we're looking pretty decent out there, though, under a partly cloudy sky. Any precipitation staying off toward the north and giving you a wider look, though. High pressure is right overhead. So today we're dry. We don't have to worry about any precipitation. It's later on tonight, and especially tomorrow, they'll have to watch out for a few more chances for precipitation. In fact, most of this week with some kind of chance for precipitation. Today, partly cloudy. Tonight, a chance for a few isolated showers. With tomorrow, chances for a few scattered showers and even some thunderstorms. That'll be on the way. Moving forward today, though, again, winds picking up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour, especially along the coastline. That'll really help to get things stirred up with the ocean with higher gusts as we head towards tomorrow. So your forecast for today, middle 80s, partly cloudy and breezy with that southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. In your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, showing a mixture of clouds and a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures getting warm, making it into the middle 80s by the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
First this morning, the Maine State Police are asking for the public's help in locating a man wanted for reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon.
According to a statement from the state police, Jonathan Pryor was allegedly involved in an incident Sunday morning in Lebanon. Now, police say Pryor may be driving a silver Hyundai Sonata with a broken back window and Maine registration plate number 1224YS. Anyone with information on Pryor's whereabouts are encouraged to call 624-7076, extension 9.
Firefighters responded to a wildfire earlier Sunday afternoon near the riverbank in Orrington. Fire Chief Scott Stewart of the Orrington Fire Department says they arrived at 62 Ferry Road at approximately 1:30 p.m. He says the fire was contained to the backyard of the resident's home, but got close to a second home nearby. Stewart says the crew quickly arrived after the call and were able, thankfully, to protect the surrounding homes.
Crews were able to knock it down, protect all the structures. But to actually get it extinguished, obviously you see we're still here 2 hours later. Yeah. We're still working in some tough spots to get at.
Stewart says Holden and Bangor Fire Departments assisted on scene, as well as Maine Forest Service.
A chaotic scene unfolded at the Portland Jetport Friday when a small plane crashed and split in two, sending 2 people to the hospital. It happened just before 4 p.m. Friday when a small Cessna airplane crashed shortly after taking off. That crash also caused significant disruptions, diverting commercial flights and sending emergency crews scrambling to put out the flames and rescue the occupants. Portland Jetport Director Paul Bradbury stated the 2 people in the plane were transported to the hospital and do not have any life-threatening injuries. The Portland Jetport says 5 flights were diverted near the time of the incident to nearby airports, and the crash remains under investigation.
A man from New Jersey was sentenced in U.S. District Court in Bangor Friday due to roughly 3.5 years in prison for an alcohol-related crash that killed 3 people. According to the U.S. Attorney, 30-year-old Praneeth Emanubalu was sentenced to 41 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release. Emanubalu pleaded guilty on January 31st, 2022, to charges including 3 counts of manslaughter, 2 counts of operating under the influence, and 1 count of unsafe operation of a motor vehicle. He was living in New Jersey on a student visa at the time of the crash. The DOJ says, according to the court records, in early morning hours of August 31st, 2019, Manabolu was the driver in a crash on the Park Loop Road in Acadia National Park that injured him and killed his 3 passengers. The investigation revealed that Manabolu had been drinking earlier in the evening and had a blood alcohol content of 0.095% approximately 90 minutes after the crash. The legal limit is 0.08%. The investigation also revealed that Manabolu's car was traveling 76 miles per hour, approximately 3 seconds before impact. The speed limit on the section of the Park Loop Road where the crash occurred is 25 miles per hour.
One of the last corner stores in Frankfort has now closed. Customers who frequent the Wentworth's Family Corner Store on Route 1 recently found a closed sign taped to the door. As first reported by the Village Soup, the Wentworth family owns other grocery and convenience stores in Waldo County that will not be affected by the closure of the Frankfort store. Our calls to the store went unanswered. Nearby residents we spoke to said there's been a store on this corner for decades. They say it's unfortunate that trend won't be able to continue.
Levant has got some barrel racers. Sunday's competitors came out and strutted their stuff with their beloved horse and left with some cold hard cash. Haley Ronco and Midori Emerson have been barrel racing for 10 years. Ronco rode one of her grandmother's horses in Sunday's event and says, unfortunately, the day wasn't a win for her. However, Ronco encourages those who would like to try the sport to give it their best shot.
It's good to start out with just normal horseback riding, and once you get the hang of that, you just start out slow.
Ronco and Emerson headed to Levant at Apple Hill Stables for their competition. The owner of Apple Hill Stables says they hold several events for English and Western riders, as well as their annual rodeo, which is coming this September. Emerson says she took home $300 during her last barrel race competition.
Her name is Turbo. I've had her for 6 or 7 years. She's a rescue horse who I trained myself on barrels. She didn't know much when I first started riding her.
Emerson's mother says the real fun happens at the state fairs and believes Emerson has a great chance at winning many of those races to come. The time is now 6:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, one of Maine's largest mental health providers announced the permanent closure of their group homes. And people are wondering what to do next.
But first, here's another look at our forecast. A high of 84 degrees for your Monday morning. Partially cloudy skies. It'll be mostly cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping down to the mid to low 60s. And tomorrow, some isolated thunderstorms will be in the area. We'll see temperatures warming back up to 80 degrees.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid? Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
His dog is dead because your dog got out of your yard.
He just walked up, put my dog's head in his mouth. She didn't show any remorse.
He's just upset. He was just upset. Your animal killed his.
Hot Bench. Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
Maine is expanding dental health services statewide, and to meet demand, UNE says it's expanding its class size. Governor Janet Mills announced last week that MaineCare dental coverage is expanding to include more than 200,000 more Mainers. As a result, the University of New England says it's increasing the class size of its College of Dental Medicine from 64 to 72.
So by having more students in our program, we won't be increasing the size of our clinic, but we will be able to have more affiliated externship sites, which means we can send more of our fourth-year students out into the community.
I have patients that drive 6 hours from Machias, Caribou, Fort Kent, up in that area that haven't seen a dentist their whole life because they don't take nothing up there. It takes MaineCare.
MaineCare members 21 and older were automatically enrolled in the new dental benefit 1 week ago on July 1st.
One of Maine's largest mental health providers will be closing their group homes in Bangor and Belfast by the end of the year. Sierra Jordan explains.
What about our clients, right? And what about our employees? What's going to happen for them? That's where our minds are.
Those are some questions folks are asking after one of Maine's largest mental health providers announced a permanent closure of their group homes for adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities in Bangor and Belfast.
This is really a heartbreaking decision for us as an organization, and a decision that we did not want to make and end up in this spot.
Sweetser is known to serve nearly 30,000 children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities across the state. Of those, Bangor and Belfast have a total of 45 clients and 140 staff members. Kamiri says due to staffing shortages, Bangor and Belfast clients will have to find a new provider.
We've been really short-staffed for a long period of time, and that makes it hard. Our staff have worked so hard and tirelessly with our clients. They really care about them and are spending lots and lots of time being with them, even more so because we have those shortages. So the staff that we do have are here a lot.
Martin says the HR team is partnering with outside agencies along with the Department of Health and Human Services to determine transitional housing for clients.
The adults get to choose what their next step looks like. So we'll be working with them and their families to identify those options and to work through their preferences.
Adult Developmental Services is expected to cease operations in Bangor and Belfast by the end of the year. In Bangor, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:12. After the break, a proposal that has been discussed for decades is finally making headway. A new state report is opening up the tunnel. The details after the break.
Plus, for more than a month, families have demanded to know why it took police more than 1 hour to take down the shooter at Robb Elementary School. The investigation takes a big step today. Full details next.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Here at Versant, we want to help keep you safe near our power lines. Did you know that work or play near wires causes roughly 10% of all power outages? And that state and federal regulations restrict tree trimming up to 20 feet from energized lines?
Be a good neighbor. If you've got work to do near the lines, give us a call here at Versant Power, and we'll help you stay safe.
Welcome back. It's 6:15. The Maine conservation voters held a special online seminar Friday with one of Maine's leading bird experts. Nick Lund, who serves as Advocacy and Outreach Manager for Maine Audubon, discussed Maine's diverse range of bird species. Lund educated viewers on some of the state's more rare birds as well as the environments they live in.
You know, one of the resulting factors from climate change is that there is less ice on the Northwest Passage. And so it's easier for birds now that traditionally live in either the Pacific or the Atlantic to switch oceans, to move through. And we're seeing that in the birding world. That's it, the birds breeding.
For those interested in Lund's new book, Field Guide to the Birds of Maine, you can go to nicholaslund.com.
The public will get a chance to weigh in this week on a proposal to connect Portland and the Lewiston-Auburn area by train. It's been talked about for decades, but now the state is studying the impact it could have. Dan Lampariello explains the next steps.
It's been decades since these tracks have seen trains ferrying people into Lewiston and Auburn, but a new study by the state could give that service a second chance.
We all need to recognize that it's absolutely needed.
Auburn's mayor, Jason Levesque, says as the region has grown, transportation options have yet to catch up and believes train travel could bridge that gap.
We're connected with an interstate, we're connected by freight rail, we're connected with air travel. Now we could be connected with passenger rail.
Right now, Maine DOT is conducting an economic evaluation study on the proposed service, looking at how much growth it could bring to the local and regional economy.
What we're trying to gauge is what additional, whether it be in retail or housing or things like that, what additional development might be spurred by implementing a rail service.
A 2019 study showed the service could run on a few different routes with possible stops in Yarmouth, New Gloucester, Auburn, and Lewiston, with an estimated cost back then of upwards of $250 million.
To say it'll happen and when it'll happen, that's hard to predict. But we're continuing to look at it.
And while the project remains just a proposal right now, the communities along the corridor believe it's the connection they need.
This isn't about someone from Auburn wanting to do a weekend in Boston every 6 months. This is about people that need to get to Portland or need to get to Auburn for work. They need to make sure that the trains are running on their schedules as well as a train schedule.
Well, the public will get their chance to weigh in on bringing passenger rail service here to the Lewiston-Auburn region next Wednesday in a virtual public hearing. Maine DOT says their full study should wrap up around September.
The time is now 6:17.
Let's get a full look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us now.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, as we start things off this morning, there's a small crowd advisory in effect. It'll start kicking in later on today and especially into tomorrow as we have another system now begin to move in, bringing with the chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head towards your Tuesday as well with that system. Otherwise, though, under a partly cloudy sky this morning, a lot of sunshine to start things off. Watching for a little bit more cloud cover as we head toward the afternoon period. But for now, high pressure is right nearby, keeping us relatively clear, set aside some clouds. But some systems will be moving in our direction. That'll give us chances for showers and thunderstorms with isolated showers possible tonight and better chances for storms as we head towards tomorrow. Wave heights are not bad just yet, 2 to 3 feet according to the buoys nearby, but these will really increase with the gusty winds moving in thanks to our system moving in. All right, let's talk about those winds. Getting up to around 20 miles per hour today, nothing completely outrageous. It's tomorrow that we have our eye on with some of those gusty winds that will reach up to around 30, maybe getting close to 40 miles per hour in a few spots, though. So especially tomorrow, a very windy day will soon be on the way. So again, let's talk about temperatures, though. Overall, we've been near average over the past several days, maybe running a few degrees below average and even a few degrees above average depending on the day. But our average high is now 80 degrees. We'll be above that today in the middle 80s. Lower 80s Tuesday, middle 80s by Wednesday, lower 80s Thursday and Friday. Then back in the lower 80s as we head towards Saturday and the Sunday. Let's talk about the muggy meter because dew points will also be on the rise, so it's going to be a humid heat. It's a little bit more uncomfortable, maybe not as humid today, but by Tuesday and Wednesday getting humid again. Then by late Wednesday and a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday, we'll be back in the comfortable category. UV index forecast for today as you head out the door will be at a 7. That is high, so a burn time of around 30 minutes. So the hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will still be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast for today, though, under a partly cloudy sky today, watching for a few isolated showers. They'll be moving in later on tonight, though, with chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. Those better chances arriving in the afternoon, and some of those may pack a punch as well as we head towards Tuesday. We might be watching for some gusty winds and a little bit of hail as well with some of these showers and storms that will be moving through, especially Tuesday afternoon into the evening as well. Here's that Tuesday risk, though. We're right on the line overall, so nothing completely outrageous, but we'll make sure to monitor that as things do develop. Weather forecast for today, partly cloudy and breezy, highs in the mid-80s, that southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 60s, mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers, that south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, Scott's Recreation extended forecast, scattered showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday, windy as well, with gusty winds getting up to around 25 to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. Highs also in the lower 80s. A small chance for storms on Wednesday, otherwise partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s, so warm on that day as well. More storms by Thursday, and a small chance for storms by Friday.
At iMart Express, the results are in. Customers like you give us an average of 4.8 stars because we deliver glasses fast and as promised. All with glasses starting under $40. The facts speak for themselves. See today at iMart Express. Eye exams available next door.
This week, when Wanda's on GMA, you never know what it'll be like.
Like when a squirrel gets in your house running up and down your room.
Plus, Kristen Cavallari on Life, Family, and What's Next. Music by Ashanti and One Republic, and an epic live giveaway. This week on ABC's Good Morning America.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, during our Summer Sizzler sale, take home this Ashley recliner for only $2.99. And take an additional 10% off all other recliners. The Furniture Gallery's Camp and Cottage Queen Foam or Inner Spring mattresses start at only $2.99. Big time inflation buster sofa and love seat for an incredible low price of $9.99. Special financing is available only at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, North Windham, and now open in Newport.
There's no denying Maine is breathtaking during the summer, but in a small Somerset County town known as Solon, there is one building that is covered in beauty year-round.
I can say very confidently is really one of a kind. There's no other place on earth with a building this vintage covered in frescoes.
We'll take you there tonight on ABC 7 News at 6.
The law.
I've been a judge for 40 years. Don't waste my time.
If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
It will now cost you a little bit extra to send mail through the U.S. Postal Service. A first-class mail forever stamp now costs 60 cents. That's up about 2 cents per stamp. The prices for postcard stamps and first-class international mail are also increasing. USPS says inflation and increased operating expenses are to blame for the price hike.
Fixing your car, especially if it's crumpled from a wreck, may have you waiting for months. Auto body shop owners say they are waiting much longer to get essential parts to repair cars. One shop owner, frustrated by supply chain issues, says supply snags are the most common, when parts have to come from dealerships or when they have to call around the country paying a premium on parts. One of the most hard-to-get parts, catalytic converters, has a 3-month waiting time and often end up stolen from vehicles because of their metal value.
Now to Uvalde, Texas, where there are new calls for releasing video of the police response to the massacre at Robb Elementary School. Amid accusations of a potential cover-up among law enforcement, the community is demanding transparency as the investigation takes a new step forward today. Mona Koshabdi has more.
Hundreds gathered in sweltering heat in Uvalde, Texas Sunday to honor those who lost their lives in the school massacre on May 24th.
What I want, no one can give me. I want my daughter back.
Many are pushing for new gun safety measures.
We're asking to change the gun laws, more background checks, mental checks. Please change our laws so no more babies could be taken from us.
And many more are voicing outrage.
We want answers. We seek justice and we demand change.
For more than a month, families have demanded to know why it took police more than 1 hour to take down the shooter at Robb Elementary School, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed. But little has been officially revealed about the police response that day.
From the mayor down, nobody's telling the people nothing.
Today, the Uvalde County Sheriff is expected to testify before a state investigative committee amid new calls to release a 77-minute video from the school's hallway surveillance cameras. So far, only still images have been seen. The mayor says he supports releasing the full video to help families understand what happened. He's disputing a report released last week that claims an officer missed an opportunity to shoot the gunman before he entered the school because he was waiting for permission from his supervisor. The mayor says that report, quote, doesn't give a complete and accurate account of what happened. The mayor insists no officer saw the shooter before he entered the building. As for that video from the school hallway, it is up to the district attorney whether to release it.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, a Bangor Learning Center is accepting bottle donations to help fund their space education programs for local students.
The Maine Veterans Project is ramping up tournaments of many kinds this summer. We'll check out what competitions they held over the weekend. This and more local news, and when we come back.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. WellCare. Call today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Monday, July 11th of 2022. The forecast is coming up in just a moment. Spoiler alert, it's going to be hot this week.
A little history. The United States Marine Corps is 224 years old today, December 5.
A 19-year-old named George from Baltimore made his first Major League Baseball appearance on this day in 1914. That was 108 years ago. He would go on to the Baseball Hall of Fame using the name Babe Ruth.
I didn't know George was his real name.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know he started in Baltimore, too.
Yeah, that is cool. 3 years ago, the last Volkswagen Beetle rolled off the assembly line after 80 years in production.
And International Town Criers Day. We're sort of the modern version of a town crier, and today is also National Mojito Day.
I prefer the latter.
Oof.
Mint is in season?
Yeah. Me and mint and alcohol, just no mix. I don't know. I feel like there's something about for me, it's like a Christmas beverage.
Yeah.
Like, I like it in like that sort of, but I mean, mojitos, go wild. My girlfriend loves mojitos, so I got to learn how to make those before she moves up here.
It's easy. You just got to It's a lot of dishes. It's a
oh, really?
It's a dirty dish,
it's a multiple. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I get it. I get it.
It's not just a quick pour it over.
Not a quick pour. Now it's
done.
No,
oh,
man.
You're gonna make some dirty dishes.
See, that's probably why I don't drink them, because I'm like, I want the thing done as quickly as possible. As simple as like cracking a beer.
I prefer the opposite, because then that keeps me one and done, and I'm like, I'm too tired to make another. Might as well go to bed now.
It's a valid point. That's a good way of looking at it. Well, let's turn it over to Devin Biggs. He has our Monday morning forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. With locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already, as we start things off this morning, a small craft advisory is in effect, lasting until about 8 p.m. on Tuesday, though. Gusty winds will be on the way, and that will cause some problems for us with higher surf as you watch our next system that will be moving in soon. But for now, we're looking pretty decent out there, though, under a partly cloudy sky. Any precipitation staying off toward the north. And giving you a wider look, though, high pressure is right overhead. So today we're dry. We don't have to worry about any precipitation. It's later on tonight, and especially tomorrow, they'll have to watch out for a few more chances for precipitation. In fact, most of this week with some kind of chance for precipitation. Today, partly cloudy. Tonight, a chance for a few isolated showers. With tomorrow, chances for a few scattered showers and even some thunderstorms. That'll be on the way. Moving forward today, though, again, winds picking up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour, especially along the coastline. That'll really help to get things stirred up with the ocean with higher gusts as we head towards tomorrow. So a forecast for today, middle 80s, partly cloudy and breezy with that southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. In your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, showing a mixture of clouds and a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures getting warm, making it into the middle 80s by the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
If you have any empty bottles and cans at home that need to be recycled, the Challenger Learning Center has a solution for you. During the month of July, Challenger is teaming up with Damon's Beverage and Redemption Center to raise money for the Learning Center's space educational programs.
Executive Director Kristen Hibbard says anyone turning in bottles or cans can donate their refund to the center, and Damon's offers a 20% bonus. If you don't feel like getting out of the car, Challenger's staff and volunteers will be at Damon's on July 14th collecting bottle returns and accepting donations.
Thursday the 14th, we're having what we call a bottle bonanza, where the Challenger team will be here. We're going to take over a machine, and we'll actually run your bottles and cans for you, for that to be donated to Challenger. So you can just pull right up, we'll take your bags, you can keep going on with your day on Thursday, and you will have donated to our bottle drive. And it's going to be a big day, and it'll be a fun day.
Hibbard says since Challenger is a nonprofit organization, they rely on donations and fundraisers to fund their educational programs. The Maine Fly Company held its summer showcase on Saturday. The showcase is used to grow the community and bring more interested individuals into the organization.
The tournament took place Saturday. Teams were free to organize and enter. Founder Jeff Davis highlighted what makes the activity and the community so special.
I think the most important thing as far as the community is educating them on these causes that we're representing annually. I think that as last year, there's dozens of veterans who didn't know Project Healing Waters, and they had the option to actually learn fly fishing as a way to heal.
For more information on how to join the Maine Fly Guys, go to Maine Fly's page at eventbrite.com.
And if you're a fisherman out there who hasn't given fly fishing a shot, I got into it last year for the first time, and I've been bass fishing my entire life. It is a whole new experience. It's wild.
It's an art.
And it does take a little bit. I think I had to do over like 500 casts just to get one that was halfway decent.
Yeah.
It really is an art. It's amazing when you start watching professionals and you're like, wow, they're really good.
Right, all depending on the conditions too.
Exactly.
Yep. The Maine Veterans Project is at it again this summer with many events for military veterans and the public to join in on. Maine Veterans Project resident Doc Goodwin says the Cornhole Tournament, which took place on Saturday afternoon, is one of the many events he will hold this summer for the veterans in the community.
The tournament took place at Coal Land Transportation Museum in Bangor.
We really ramp up summer, and almost every single weekend we have something going on, and just really want to try to give folks some tools that they can use on their own before the dark winter months set in.
Goodwin says you can find upcoming events on the Maine Veterans Project Facebook page. Residents throughout Belfast and neighboring towns gathered together Saturday for a community-wide pig roast.
As Jody Hersey tells us, the event was a fundraiser to help a special young man in his fight against cancer.
Pete Lovejoy is a member of the football team and the wrestling team and the track team at Belfast High School. He's one of the top students in his class. Just a great kid, great sense of humor, great personality.
Back in February, 17-year-old Pete Lovejoy, the son of the Belfast area high school principal, was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer that had metastasized to his lungs. He's well known, well liked, and even well loved by many in his community, including his teammates.
When we're around him, he's just like one of us. There's nothing different. Nothing's changed as far as how we hang out, how we do anything together.
Pork, hot dogs, chicken, and desserts were all available by donation to those who attended Saturday's pig roast. There were also raffle items and T-shirts for sale in order to raise as many funds for the family as possible. Lovejoy family friend Amanda Wetherington says she hopes this outpouring of support shows the family just how loved they truly are.
My hope is that they learn to live in the moment. Life is short, and you enjoy every moment of it. Soak up those moments and be present. That's my biggest hope, that they'll learn from all of this.
Pete Lovejoy and his family are heading to Boston for more tests next week. Business owner Chris Simmons says he hopes this event helps in some small way.
We had 70 or 80 people here helping today, and it's a no-brainer. If this just helps the family at all get back and forth to Boston and do their thing, then it's a success for us.
In Morrill, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, we'll hear from the Bruins president Cam Neely and general manager Don Sweeney about their thoughts on new head coach Jim Montgomery. Tyler Cruz will be back with sports shortly.
But first, here's another look at your forecast. A high of 84 degrees today, partially cloudy skies. It should be a beautiful start to our week. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Temperatures dropping down to a low of 64. And tomorrow we're back up in the 80s with some isolated thunderstorms throughout our area.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again, and those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
What could possibly be better than our annual tent sale?
Wait a minute, I have a better idea. How about a no tent sale?
He's right. Dorsey's has scoured their warehouses and suppliers for discontinued, slightly damaged, one-of-a-kind furniture and mattresses. You'll find great tent sale discounts of up to 50% off throughout our showroom. They save the cost of the tent, security, and weather damage and pass the savings on to you. Genius.
It's simple. Less cost for us, more savings for you, my friend.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. Well, basketball usually isn't the first thing you think of when you hear summer, right? Usually baseball or hot dogs or fireworks. But on Saturday, Herman High School hosted its annual summer shootout with girls from all over the area coming to get their initial kicks in before the season.
For us, it's really the start.
We are 7 months away from that notorious week in February. But basketball season unofficially kicked off on Saturday with the 2022 Summer Shootout High School Girls Basketball Tournament.
But getting them on the court, making sure that they get their shots up and stay fine-tuned for when the season does come around, big importance.
For Brewers' Chad Labrie, he's heading into season number 1. So Saturday was one of his first experiences coaching this group, and this tournament gave him an opportunity to start building relationships.
It's us getting to know each other, them getting to know me getting to know them, understanding their strengths and weaknesses, them understanding my strengths and weaknesses.
9 schools from the area participated, and each one of them started to build those bonds.
It's really nice to be playing with our incoming freshmen because we get to know each other and get to learn how each other plays before the season.
It's a good bonding experience, and we really get used to what works and what doesn't.
With most of the coaches paying more attention to the movements on the court rather than the points on the board.
Wins or losses really aren't that important in the summer. It's more about getting kids acclimated to a new position, playing with the older kids at the varsity level.
For some seniors, it's their first year as a leading voice on the court and the bench, and their main goal is to make the newcomers feel as comfortable as possible in that first experience.
We've all been there, and I'm just excited to finally be a leader and someone they can look up to. So I'm excited just to guide them and help them.
I definitely know how it feels to be scared of the seniors, so I hope we both make people feel like they can be comfortable around us.
But while basketball season isn't too far out, no one is wishing away their summer just yet.
Summer actually makes me want basketball more because I love playing outside. I love playing outside, and it's just easier in the summer than snow.
It's nice to get out here, but it's hot, and I'd probably rather be swimming.
Yeah, me too, Allie. I would much rather be swimming. Staying on the subject, let's head over the puddle to Spain now. Cooper Flagg and Team USA's junior national team is just one win away from the gold medal game, taking on Lithuania on Saturday. Flagg coming off of a double-double on Friday, 18 points, 11 rebounds, looking for more hardware to add to his trophy shelf. We're going to the second half. USA up big already. Ronald Holland forces a turnover, and then Jeremy Fears finds Coop on the alley-oop for the flush. 20-point game for USA. On defense now, Flagg protecting the rim, denying the bucket on the chase down block, and that starts a fast break that ends with a jam from Ian Jackson, and then here he is showing off his long-range shot, nicely set up from his teammate. Coop knocks down the 3, and USA goes on to win 89-62. They're headed to their 6th straight gold medal game. Let's head down to Boston now. It has been a little over a week since former Maine hockey star Jim Montgomery was named as the 29th head coach in Bruins franchise history. Montgomery was an absolute stud in Orono. He was part of the 1993 national championship team, was named the MVP of the tournament that year, and then followed up his time as a Black Bear with a 10-year pro hockey career before becoming a coach. Now, Monty was the head coach of the Dallas Stars before becoming an assistant with St. Louis after some personal struggles, and now he's returning to his role as the head honcho behind the bench. Both Bruins president Cam Neely and GM Don Sweeney says it's Monty's ability to communicate and past success that led them to the hire.
His past success, certainly something that intrigued us. His communication, not only with the players, but also I think with management, I think is something that's important, especially today. I mean, communication's key.
Ultimately, through the process, we just kept coming back to Jimmy's message, his ability to connect, and really his winning history is a big part of that as well. But he's gotten the most out of young players, older players, and being able to communicate effectively with everyone.
Staying in Boston and just heading over to Fenway, Chris Sale is back to being a major league pitcher once again. It was made official on Friday that Sale would take the ball for the Red Sox on Tuesday following his start in Worcester last week, where his control was kind of shaky, but Sale will be going up against Tampa Bay at Tropicana. It will be the first time since his ALCS loss on October 20th that he'll be taking the mound for the Sox. Staying on the Sox, I know it's kind of tough to find something about this team that makes me smile right now, but on Friday, the MLB announced the starters for the All-Star game that's just over a week away. And for the second straight year when the American League takes the field, Rafael Devers will be running out to start at third base. Devers has been a bright spot for Boston all season long. He is among the American League's top 5 in wins above replacement, hits, extra base hits, batting average, slugging percentage, and OPS. That list goes on, so a much-deserved nod from the Rotors to Rafi. All right, that is all we have for sports. We'll be right back after this.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present Draw the Line, the only official Aerosmith tribute band, Saturday, July 23rd, 9 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present Draw the Line, the only official Aerosmith tribute band, Saturday, July 23rd, 9 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
And with Monday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
Regular gas is down to $4.86 a gallon, $1.66 higher than the same time last year. Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg notes the decline comes as the cost of crude oil falls. Abbott Labs' Sturgis, Michigan plant will begin making baby formula this month after severe thunderstorms shut it down for nearly 3 weeks in June. Shipping will begin in the next few weeks. Freight rates are starting to fall as demand for shipping softens. Costs are still several times more than 2 years ago. Online marketplace Freightos notes the spot rate to ship a container is more than 4 times higher than in 2019. And if you're flying this summer, lost luggage rates are climbing. The Wall Street Journal reports the rate of bags lost last month was significantly higher than 2019, with international and connecting flights the worst. Airline and airport executives blame staffing issues. I'm Leo Jonathan with Monday's Business on ABC 7.
One music festival in Florida is generating buzz for holding performances all underwater.
Brandy Campbell gives us a look.
Well, here in the Florida Keys, scuba divers, snorkelers, and costume performers are all underwater for this one-of-a-kind experience, sitting under the summer sun and water as music blasts for attendees. Any favorite songs that you guys have heard already?
Of course, Under the Sea. Little Mermaid every time.
Festival organizers believe it's the only one like it in the world.
We basically use Lubell underwater speakers. We simply take the whole thing, attach a radio receiver to it, and pick up the signal from US1 Radio right down the street and play the concert underwater.
Wow.
It's really pretty cool because what we do is we have it designed. There's certain songs that play very well underwater. Music with a lot of high end in it travels really well.
And the music goes on as they swim among the third largest living barrier reef ecosystem in the world. Making attendees conscious of these reefs was a priority.
The reef here, this is our home, and we rely on the reef to have a happy home. And that means that the reef protects us from storm surge. So when hurricanes hit the Keys, the reef is the first line of defense for us. So without a stable reef here, we would just get flooded and the Keys would be wiped out. And so when people are visiting the reef, we really want everyone to just acknowledge the beautiful ecosystem that we have here, protect it, be mindful, just take care of the reef for us and for you too.
Now this was the 38th year for this underwater music festival, and I'm told by organizers they have no intention of ending it anytime soon. Reporting here from the Florida Keys, I'm Brandy Campbell with Fox Weather. Let's hop in.
And now here's Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, as we start things off this morning, there's a small crowd advisory in effect. It'll start kicking in later on today and especially into tomorrow as we have another system now begin to move in, bringing with it chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head towards your Tuesday as well with that system. Otherwise, though, under a partly cloudy sky this morning, a lot of sunshine to start things off. Watching for a little bit more cloud cover as we head toward the afternoon period. But for now, high pressure is right nearby, keeping us relatively clear, set aside some clouds. But some systems will be moving in our direction. That'll give us chances for showers and thunderstorms with isolated showers possible tonight and better chances for storms as we head towards tomorrow. Wave heights are not bad just yet, 2 to 3 feet according to the buoys nearby, but these will really increase with the gusty winds moving in thanks to our system moving in. All right, let's talk about those winds. Getting up to around 20 miles per hour today, nothing completely outrageous. It's tomorrow that we have our eye on with some of those gusty winds that will reach up to around 30, maybe getting close to 40 miles per hour in a few spots, though. So especially tomorrow, a very windy day will soon be on the way. So again, let's talk about temperatures, though. Overall, we've been near average over the past several days, maybe running a few degrees below average and even a few degrees above average depending on the day. But our average high is now 80 degrees. We'll be above that today in the middle 80s. Lower 80s Tuesday, middle 80s by Wednesday, lower 80s Thursday into Friday, then back in the lower 80s as we head towards Saturday and the Sunday. Let's talk about the muggy meter because dew points will also be on the rise, so it's going to be a humid heat. It's a little bit more uncomfortable, maybe not as humid today, but by Tuesday and Wednesday getting humid again. Then by late Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll be back in the comfortable category. UV index forecast for today as you head out the door will be at a 7. That is high, so a burn time of around 30 minutes. So the hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will still be necessary as you head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast for today, though, under a partly cloudy sky today, watching for a few isolated showers. That'll be moving in later on tonight, though, with chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. And those better chances arriving in the afternoon, and some of those may pack a punch as well as we head towards Tuesday. We might be watching for some gusty winds and a little bit of hail as well with some of these showers and storms that will be moving through, especially Tuesday afternoon into the evening as well. Here's that Tuesday risk, though. We're right on the line overall, so nothing completely outrageous, but we'll make sure to monitor that as things do develop. But your forecast for today, partly cloudy and breezy, highs in the mid-80s, that southwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 60s, mostly cloudy with a few isolated showers, and south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, Scott's Recreation extended forecast, scattered showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday, windy as well, with gusty winds getting up to around 25 to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. Highs also in the lower 80s. A small chance for storms on Wednesday, otherwise partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s, so warm on that day as well. More storms by Thursday, and a small chance for storms by Friday.
Welcome to Bennett's Gems and Jewelry in Belfast. With beautifully crafted gemstone jewelry you'll be proud to own or give as a gift. See why our longtime customers call Bennett's their favorite gift store, with an irresistible selection of genuine Maine tourmaline, fine jewelry, and gemstone giftware. Bennett's Gems also pays cash for your old gold and silver. Open till 6 every day, even Sunday. Bennett's Gems and Jewelry is on Route 1 in Belfast, next to Perry's Nut House. Look for our famous pink dinosaur and prepare to be delighted.
If you're injured in a serious accident, the insurance company is not your friend. Don't accept a low, short-sighted offer. Make the call to a fighter, a winner, a law firm with the knowledge and experience to know what your case may really be worth, and the resources to go after every dollar you may deserve.
They got me almost $1 million.
$250,000. They really do mean business.
Call Joe, the law offices of Joe Bornstein, right now.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, during our Summer Sizzler sale, take home this Ashley recliner for only $2.99. And take an additional 10% off all other recliners. The Furniture Gallery's Camp and Cottage Queen foam or inner spring mattresses start at only $2.99. Big time inflation buster sofa and love seat for an incredible low price of $9.99. Special financing is available only at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, North Windham, and now open in Newport.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
We are going to meet our fiancés. We're figuring out things as we go.
I'm here for Gabby.
After overnight, you change your mind? I don't know if I made a mistake.
When it comes to making dinner,
I think there are a few things that we would all agree on. It's got to be easy, it's got to taste good, and cleanup should be a breeze. With that said, I'm so excited to share with you something called sheet pan cooking. And today, we're making one of our ultimate comfort foods, sheet pan style. We start by cooking some elbow macaroni like normal and draining it really well. While that sits, we combine some cheddar cheese soup, a good amount of milk, lots of shredded cheddar cheese, a bit of butter, and a few spices. After the cheese melts, we take the pot off the heat and slowly stir in a few eggs, along with our cooked pasta. Once this is mixed, it gets spread onto a rim baking sheet and topped with more cheese and some crackers that we mix with a bit of melted butter. When this comes out of the oven all cheesy, delicious, with the edges crispy, it's ready to cut into squares. So if you want to get in on the latest cooking craze, why not start with our sheet pan mac and cheese? And as always, to get the recipe, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a new twist on an old classic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And a mountain lion is captured on video roaming around the backyard of a home in California. Homeowner Jonathan Klein says the mountain lion spent 24 hours hanging out in his backyard and even captured a raccoon before eventually walking away.
The homeowner says the mountain lion did not show any signs of aggression, toward him at least, and did not appear to be agitated or distressed. Wildlife officials say the cat isn't collared, meaning it's not being tracked, and appears to be a young mountain lion that may have lost its way.
And found its way to the perfect food source. Shows up in the backyard and he gets a raccoon.
He's very respectful. And officers rescued a baby deer from a chain link fence. The West Seneca Police Department in New York shared the video of the rescue on Facebook. Officers came to the aid of a frightened small fawn after reports of the young animal having a hoof caught in the homeowner's chain link fence.
They first tried picking up the panicky fawn to help calm it, but when that didn't work, the officers used an extended baton to help stretch the gap between the links. Once freed, the deer went on its way, presumably looking for its family. That is adorable.
I hope it found its family. I
hope so. I mean, hey, if not, baby turned out great.
Right.
So, I mean, it's gonna work out. The circle of life will work out great, right?
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be just fine getting through. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure the baby deer will make it, but it's always nice when you see those little random acts of kindness.
Yes. Well, we got to look at the bright side of this. Not that the baby deer is probably dead.
Not the baby running around being scared, but yeah, it's okay. It happens.
It's fine.
But before we finish up our broadcast, we'll take another look at that forecast. The temperatures today are finally warming up to those summer feeling, but it's going to be real hot this week. We'll have a high of 84 degrees, partially cloudy skies, a little bit of clouds moving in this evening, temperatures dropping down to the low 60s, and we're back up in the 80s with thunderstorms tomorrow.
Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
And stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter health